Today I'm making homemade pumpkin pie, and I'm going to use the recipe right off of my Libby's pumpkin puree can. So I'm going to take half of a 32-ounce can, which is approximately 1 3/4 cups of pumpkin puree. I'm going to add 3/4 cups of brown sugar, 2 eggs, 1/2 teaspoon of salt, 1 can of evaporated milk, and 1 tablespoon of pumpkin pie spice blend, and a frozen deep dish freezer pie shell. Super easy. And then I'm going to mix all those ingredients together. If you didn't see my note, you need to have your oven preheated to 425 degrees. And also, don't forget to subscribe. We love our subscribers, so please subscribe to our channel. Make sure that you are scraping the sides of your bowl when you're doing this, because you can leave some of those yummy spices behind if you don't do so. So after you have the first ingredients, all the ingredients except for the evaporated milk creamed together, then slowly add in the evaporated milk, again scraping the sides. You're going to do this, it goes very quickly, and then you're going to pour it into an uncooked frozen pie shell. So you don't have to pre-bake your pie shells. So carefully pour that in. My pie shell didn't quite hold all of it, and that's okay. It's got most of it, and you don't want to have it slop over the edge if you can help it. Then what you do is you take little strips of foil, and you're going to crimp that foil around the outside edges of your pie. Since we're going to be baking this for well over an hour, you're going to need to make sure that you have that covered so that pie crust does not burn. And it can be fidgety. You can just take your time and and get it on there, kind of crimping it around. And then you want to put your pie on top of a baking sheet, just so that you don't have any awful messes from a pie spilling over. So after you bake it for 15 minutes, you're going to reduce the temperature to 350 degrees and bake it for an additional 40 minutes. And after that 40 minutes, stick a knife in the center of the pie. And if it comes out clean, your pie is done. If it's not clean, put it in for another 5 minutes and try that knife trick again. And then let it cool. And then, of course, I'm going to give some to my favorite tester, Papa.
Pumpkin pie, homemade. Grammy does a great job. A little whipped cream. As always, fantastic.